sold I. And I didn't realize it because I was already getting my post 9/11 GI Bill. So I had money to pay my rent, right? I had money to pay my rent, so I wasn't really counting it. Like, I would be on a BART going to school, and my phone would be like, bling, bling, bling. And my boy would be on the bar, and he was like, what happened? He's like, I'm like, shit, we didn't even make it to school yet, and I made $1,000, right? So not really paying attention. At the end of the month, I had made $54,000 in that month, right? So I made $54,000 in that month. So, but when I tried to take that money from PayPal to transfer it to my regular bank account, right, it wouldn't let me. So I called PayPal and I was like, yo, why can I not transfer my money? It's my money. They're like, well, sir, you made $54,000 this month. And I was like, and I didn't know I made that much because I wasn't really paying attention. And the first thing I said, I was like, well, ain't God good? And he was like, huh? I said, well, I made a die. It sold out. That's what I made. It's my money. And he said, well, we can't release the money till you show us the receipts for you buying this. I said, no. There's no receipts. I make this. I invented this. I make this in my kitchen sink. Right? I made this in my kitchen sink. So everybody received it. I can show you that. But I'm not showing you, like, there's no receipts to show you from China or this. You know what I'm saying? It's literally, I made this in my fucking sink, in my kitchen, and I sold it. And he was like, oh, wow. So after, like, I sent them all the stuff they asked for, 3 days later, I got the fucking money. And that's why I don't fucking deal with PayPal no more either. Because, one, you don't hold my money. It's my fucking money. I don't work for you. I don't ever, no matter, no relationship, if I feel like I'm working for you, we can't work together. Like, we can't. Like, straight period. We're going to drop some more this week on the Actor Clean. But that's what happened. So when I got that 54, I just put it in my savings account, right? And everything that I made, I just let it go on my savings account. And I saved up and I saved up. And this is where I get back to the Shark Tank. In my head, I needed to save $100,000. That's what I needed. Because everybody on Shark Tank sells half of their company for $100,000. Right? And that always stuck with me. And I was like, if I have $100,000, I will never sell my company for $100,000 because I already have it. So that's what my thing was, right? So once I had $100,000, to me, I had zero. Because if I get $100,000, to me, that means zero. That means I have no money. Because that $100,000, it goes into the savings account and I never touch it again, right? So that was my goal. That was my goal because I'm like, yo, if I have $100,000, I won't have to sell my company to anybody, right? And I won't be broke, you know. And then now using my experience, my friends that are in the military still, like my best friend, I told him, I said, yo, I want you to save $10,000, right? I said, save $10,000. And when you get $10,000, you have no money. Once you have $10,000, I want you to start over. Put the 10 in your bank account. There's more Tahoes coming. There's everything that you're asking about. They're all coming. Right? So after I had the 10,000, after he had the 10,000, I said, now that's zero. You can't touch that no more. You have to start over. And you do another 10,000. Well, now he has 50 saved up. So if he ever gets into the issue like I did, where he just gets out the military, he's not broke. He doesn't have that feeling that I had when I was in the mirror crying. And I was like, you remember this because you will never go back to this. And I tell you what, I've never had less from that day. I've never had less than 50 in my account. So now my whole thing is every $1 million is zero. So every time I make $1 million, I put it in my savings account and I can't touch it. I can't touch it to buy property or anything. So if I find a property right now that I want, in my checking, I have a couple million, so I would buy it from that. But once I transfer that into the savings, it can't be touched anymore. It becomes zero, right? So even right now, say I have 20 million in the bank, but in my checking account, I only have 600,000. If I want to buy a property and it costs more than 600,000, I can't buy it because and then it has to be like, I have to still have 50. So it has to be 550 or less. Right? Because I still, no matter what, will not go back and touch any of the millions. I will only touch what's in the checking because you have to train yourself that way. And that's how I live. And that's the way I think. And that's why I tell all these motherfuckers, you can't cancel somebody who thinks the way I think. You can't, because you can't cancel somebody who's a pack rat, who's a fucking saver, who has over 8 figures, who keeps making millions every fucking 2 weeks, right? And who only thinks about the fall. You want me to fall, I'm already planning for me to fall. So you want to hate and hope that this whole shit falls and crashes. I'm already planning for that. My whole game is that this shit is over next week. That's, if you just think about my page. And if you think I'm lying or you think I'm capping, look at my page and you'll be like, you know what? This nigga's not capping. Look at my page. Every day I post something new for you guys. How can I do that? Because I'm a serial workaholic. I'm a serial workaholic. Literally, I'm posting, I'm showing you new shit, new samples, new this, new that. You know why? Because every day I wake up and I design something new. There is not a day I don't design something. And now that I have my sister on board, now I get to design on the women's side. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how because guess what? Every day I'm planning that this is the last day that this shit is popping. Every day. No matter how good it gets. I'm always planning that way. But if you have those views, you don't have to be a millionaire. You will get, and honestly, you could be 100, you could be 1,000-aire, live in a fucking place like where I live at. You have to be a fucking millionaire to fucking live a damn near the way I live, like you do, because it's expensive as shit. But one thing also, like I told my boy, I said it's a lot of money to be made out here. Like, this is another thing. I have a top secret security clearance, right? Like, I've been cleared for that shit, right? I may not have it anymore because I've been out of the military for 6 years now, right? But I've already had one. So to do an investigation on me would be way cheaper, right? So if I even had to work for, even if, say I didn't want to work for Nike or which would be stupid, I could work for one of those companies because I'm more valuable than the people they have there, because I can prove my value when I can tell you I've made this much. I can show you my sell-through. I can show you my numbers. I can show you my designs. Literally, they would love me to run something there, right? We'll do that. Leggings with the pockets, right? I can do that, right? But also, I can work as a train conductor at BART. They make 6 figures, right? I get disability too. So just my disability alone pays my bills, right? So like, this is why you won't ever see me down. So all the people who try to lie, hate, and bring the company, it's not going to work. You're first of all, you're betting against somebody who came from the fucking project. You're betting on fucking Brooklyn, East New York, Brownsville. Like, this is my neighborhoods that I lived in. Like, I made it out of that. Ain't no internet nigga taking shit away from me. Period. Ain't no internet nigga taking shit away from me. Ain't no cancel movement gonna ever hit me. Because you think you canceling me, but you can. I mean, shit. You can stop following, but what is that gonna do? It's not gonna stop my lifestyle. Because I plan for you niggas. I plan for this corny nigga shit. I know the times that I'm in. I know what this is. I watch. I'm observative. Schmitty, what's good, baby? But you know what I'm saying? This is how you plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just how this shit works. You know, you can waste your time because that's all you doing. Like, it's just, and honestly, I enjoy laughing at you niggas. I do. I have nothing else to do. It's COVID, right? And I get it. I get it why all this clowns is around. COVID killed the circus. The circus got canceled this year. The circus is canceled this year. It's a lot of clowns out of work. I get it. So I have to entertain these clowns until they get the vaccine, and then they can go back to the Ringling and Brothers and the 3-ring bullshit that they're used to, right? This is what clowns do. Sometimes you have to entertain a clown, right? You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like, I know that. Like, I understand that the world is hurt. A lot of people lost their jobs. I understand there are a lot of clowns that are out of work. I get it. So sometimes I'm bored. And if you ever was in the military with me, you know that I enjoy this shit. Like, when they talk about people trolling, I will literally make money off of anything you say against me. And I just proved it. I turned the fucking Alibaba findings on Alibaba hole into a fucking $6,000 in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? And all of that money is just going to go to fucking underprivileged kids. So this is what I do. This is you're making fun for me. This is fun. Like I don't think y'all understand like how fun this is for me. Like, bro, it's hilarious. Retro VV1s 2021. It is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, right? Sheeps and clowns, bro. And the best part is when you block them. I love blocking people. You know why? Because, see, this is what the part they don't get. You block somebody, right? They can't talk shit to you no more because you blocked them. And that pisses them off, right? That's why I block people, because I want to piss you off, right? But this is what makes it even better. Bing, bing, right? This is what makes it better. When I get to go to other people's pages that like repost my shoes and I get to read the comments and I see all of the people that got blocked, pissed off, crying, like grown ass men crying on somebody else's comment section about me, nigga, that like, yo, that, bro, I'm gonna tell you real shit. Sometimes I take an edible and I get high and I try to find a hashtag of my shoes, and then I get to read the comments and I get to read the people hating, and I just fucking laugh. And I try to read the comment in their voice. In my head, I think I know what they would sound like, right? For example, right? One dude was like, I don't know why you buy his shoes. He's such a dickhead to his customers. And then the dude would be like, yeah, he's not a dickhead to me, so I don't care. And I was just like, well, that's just stupid. Like, it's just, I think that's what they sound like. That one dude, right, sounds like that. There's other voices that I have when I read it, but I'm not on the edible right now. I'm just on Hennessy. So, like, I love that shit, bro. This shit is hilarious to me. Like, bro, I have 4 fucking kids, and I'm trapped in this fucking house because we're in fucking lockdown. Please, I enjoy you're giving me some type of different entertainment other than watching fucking Goo Goo Gaga, Blippi, and fucking Monster Truck TV. I can't take an edible right now because Hennessy and edibles don't mix. And I shouldn't tell y'all this story, but I'm gonna tell y'all this story anyway. I'm not gonna tell you when it happened, but it happened recently, right? If Tucky is on here, bro, this is some real shit, and this is a funny story. So this is what happened. Matter of fact, fuck it, I'll tell you when it happened. The Mike Tyson fight. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. I smoked. I don't really smoke, right? I smoked a blunt. It could have been a gas. It could have been from Gas House Bowl. It was a pre-roll. I smoked this shit, right? I don't really smoke, but I smoked the blunt. And then later on, right, I smoked again, right? Because we're all at the house. You know, we're by my pool. We're smoking and shit. And then I had brought this Hennessy bottle. It's the gold ones. It's like, it's this bottle, but it's in gold. And I'm like, all right, so we're taking shots. We enjoyed the fight. For some reason, I think I took, you know, when you take shots and you get to that one shot where you like, you know what? I don't think that this one I should take, but everybody else is doing it. So you feel like, you know what? I'll take one more, but I think that one was the one I shouldn't have took. I'll explain. So I took it, and this is a true story. I swear to God. This is a true story. It's funny as shit. So I don't remember much, right? I got blackout drunk, right? Now, it's either the Hennessy. I didn't puke. No, I didn't puke. Worse than that. So it's either the Hennessy or it was the weed, or it could have been both mixed. But I remember peeing in my room, and my wife, she said, I know you're not peeing on the nightstand. And in my head, I was like, no, I'm not. But in my head, I was like, why are you in the men's room? In my head, I thought I was in the men's room, right? So, but I faintly remember this saying, I know you're not peeing on the nightstand. And I was like, in my head, I was like this. You know how you pee in the bathroom, you got your hand over your head? And I don't remember this, right? So I stopped peeing. Like, I remember making myself stop peeing, and then I went into the bathroom and peed, right? And went to sleep. Totally forgot about this shit, right? Totally forgot about this shit. The next day, my wife didn't talk to me. She was pissed off at me for some reason. she was mad at me, right? And maybe like about 5 o'clock that day. So it was Sunday, last Sunday. And she texted me. She was like, I just want you to know, you peed on your tax papers and you might have peed on the carpet. So you need some Acticlean. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, cause she was working. She wasn't at home. And I was like, wait a minute. I peed on her. So I went to my end table by the bed and I seen my tax papers. And it was in an envelope, and I could see it had like something wet got on it, right? And it kind of smelled like pee. I think it smelled like pee. And then so I went and got my Acticlean and I cleaned it, right? And I'm just thinking to myself like, what the fuck? I'm thinking like on some real shit. What the fuck? Like I thought I was in the restroom, but I did remember her coming into the restroom. In my head, she came into the restroom while I was like this, because you be peeing in the restroom like this. But I remember her in the restroom, and she was like, "Why are you peeing right there?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm in the urinal." And I pulled my zipper up, and then I went in the bathroom and peed. But then when I got that text message, that's when it hit home. I was like, "Yo, this is the first time ever in my life I got white boy drunk. Like I've seen this shit before. I've been in the military. White boys drink a little different, bruh. They drink a little different. Nigga, I've never, like, peed. I've peed in the bathroom, not in the toilet bowl, but, like, literally in a corner one time being drunk. But I've never peed in my room on my fucking night table. I did that shit. I was that fucking drunk, bro. Like, I literally was that fucking drunk. Like, and then the next day, right, I found out that on Sunday, one of my workers who's like family, he was fucked up too. But me and him both smoked the same thing and drank the gold Hennessy, right? So he came. What the next day? Monday. One of my because my boy Vince was here too, and he was like, "Yo, y'all was fucked up." He was like, "But Phil was fucked up." I said, "Phil was fucked up." He said, "Yeah, Phil was fucked up." And he was like, yeah, DJ smacked the shit out of him. Son, so my son took both of his hands. Phil was like this, laid, like sitting on my son's seat, like this. And my son took both his hands and said, whop! Both sides of his face, same time, smacked the shit out of him. Right? So Monday, when Phil came to work, I said, Phil, you was fucked up? He said, bro, I was gone, because he left his car here. He couldn't drive. He was that fucked up. His fiance took him home, right? And the next day he had to come get his car. And I seen him when I was leaving to get some pho. If you don't know what pho is, that's the soup that'll bring your ass back to life if you got a Hennessy hangover, right? You gotta get it from the Vietnamese restaurant. So I was driving that way and I seen his fiance's car coming down. So I was like, oh, he's picking his car up. But the next day on Monday, I talked to him. He was like, yo, I was going. I said, yo, you think it was the gold Hennessy? He was like, bruh, I don't know. I think it might have been the gold Hennessy. I said, but you think it might have been the weed? I was like, then we both sitting there, and I'm telling him, I was like, yo, I peed on the nightstand. Bruh, he was like, you peed on, I said, bruh, I thought I was in the restroom. In my head, nigga, I was peeing in the urinal, and my wife had no right to be in the fucking men's restroom asking me why am I peeing in the fucking urinal where that's where you pee at. But no, in actuality, I peed on my fucking nightstand. Bing, bing, right? I peed on my fucking nightstand and thought I was in the restroom. Had to clean up dry piss the next day and super embarrassed. And I was like, okay, one gotta go. Either I can't drink gold Hennessy no more or I'm never smoking with Tucky. Like, that's it. Like, because it had to be the weed. Listen, I'm a professional Hennessy drinker, right? I've drank with white boys, all kind of shit. Maybe at the most pass out. I've never even passed out and pissed on myself. Thank God I've still never pissed on myself. But literally, that is about the closest you can get to pissing on yourself, right? Like, it had to be the weed. Because one of these things are not like the other, right? I've been here all night. I'm still very coherent. I've drank this Hennessy with y'all. We've been talking. I still sound rather intelligent, right? But think about that shit. I fucking peed on my nightstand thinking I was in a urinal and had the nerve to be mad at my wife like, shut up. I think I said shut up. I was like, shut up. No, I'm not. And then I zipped up and went and peed in the bathroom and didn't even know about it till the next day. Bruh, like, Hennessy ain't never did that to me. Like, I've never, ever, ever, ever did anything like that on Hennessy, ever. It had to be the weed. So, one, I'm done smoking anything that nigga brings, because y'all, if y'all don't know, California got some different type of bud. And clearly, I had some hallucinogen shit, because there's no reason why a fucking end table should look like a urinal to anybody who's under the influence. It shouldn't. I really, how the fuck do you pee? Like, yo, like, I literally had to get up. Like, and my bedroom is big as fuck, right? Like, almost half the upstairs is my bedroom. So you have to walk a while to get there, right? So I have to walk all the way downstairs, walk upstairs, walk fucking, I think from my wall to my other wall is like 30 feet in my master bedroom. I had to walk 30 feet to the corner when I could have walked 30 feet the other way and been in the bathroom. And then when she said something, I stopped like, what are you doing? Like, no, I'm not peeing. And I dipped up and then went and peed in the bathroom. So I knew where the fucking bathroom was. Nigga, it was the weed, bro. It was the fucking weed, bro. Definitely was the weed. I'm not smoking his shit, boy. Cali Bud hit different. I can't, bro. I'm done. Drinking, I'm cool. I can drink a little bit. I'm cool off of that. But, bro, like, literally, that's it. Like, I'm done. Like, fuck that shit, bro. Bro, it's a different level, bro. Like, literally, where we at? Oh, we good. All right, I ain't got like, yeah. Like, bro, I'm good. Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. We got about 15 more minutes for it's dinner time. I love talking with y'all, by the way. Like, I do, man. This shit is fun. I love building with y'all. Like, so dinner will be ready in about 15 minutes. So if you guys got some questions, like any questions you guys want answered, don't ask me about no updates or anything like that. If it's some shit about business, some shit you want some advice on, I'm all yours right now. Bro, I don't think I would ever take a deuce on the nightstand. I don't think I could literally shit anything other than in the toilet bowl. A space for members. You do that in the comment section. If you're a member, there is a members Instagram page that I can't tell you about unless you're a member. But there's a top secret members Instagram page. And if you're a member, they will request you. And then they do whatever they want in there. I don't run the page. I go in from time to time and say what's up. When's the next colorway of the Augies? That's a good question. I don't know yet. Because tonight I should be getting the pictures of the sample of the Augie Low. The corrected sample. And then I don't even know what colorway I'm going to do next in the Augies. I don't know if we're going to do the black one or the chocolate one. I'm not going to do the sneak peeks until my next live because I'll have a lot more new shit to show y'all. What do you mean by what does the D1Y come in? It comes in a box. I can't leave the laces up until next weekend because the laces factory is going to be closing soon. So I have to close that order in the morning and send it. And I'm going to add extra laces and different stuff that you guys don't even know about. So I'm probably going to be putting in like a $40,000 shoelace order tomorrow. Members need Active Clean. Members will get it. Detroit, as far as pop-ups go,
I keep it back coming every night.
Now I have new samples of watches coming that I'm going to offer to the members. But watches are unlike anything else. They're not like sneakers, clothing. They take a good 4 to 5 months to build. Because I don't do the cheap watches. I don't get watches that are already made and put my logo on it. I don't do that. I actually design my watches. I got a Sia addiction too, bro. Camo. Come on, bro. I was in the military. You know I'm gonna have something camo. I think that's going to be for this next year's Veterans Day, because I'm always going to do something on Veterans Day and give the money to the Simplify Fund. The Krispy Kremes? Yeah, they're right here. Hold up. Ah, shit. Oh, this is my pair anyway. I done fucked the box off. So, Krispy Kremes, this is my box. I fucking fell on it that same night I was drunk, so don't worry about this. Your box will not come like this. And it'll come in a box, not a bag, so they'll be protected. But you open the box and you have your donuts. Right? So this is how they come. They come in that nice-ass Krispy Kreme box. And then they come like this. With the red... Oh, sorry. Yes, Python jackets are $3,000. Like, we can't do a lot of them. I can only take like maybe 10 orders at a time, because we have to source the Python and then get it made. So these are extra small. So you guys, because my sister helped design this one. I had did not a live or Instagram video like 2 years ago. She found it, and I had the blue hockey jersey on like this. Any collaborations? I just talked about. So I got one coming with. My next collaboration is a pop-up shop in Atlanta, Georgia, with the rolled ice cream shop, and then and I don't know what part of Atlanta it is, but it's like 10 minutes from Lenox Mall. So wherever town is that downtown, I don't know. Outlier sweatshirt is definitely coming, brother. So that's the first collab. Then I have a collab with Devon on deck. I think he's the number one black fashion blogger on YouTube, and he got a lot of people. And that collab came because he like got the shoes and did videos and then did TikToks with it, and mad people came to the company. So just his influence actually brought people to me that made me money. So I'm putting money back in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? And then after Devon on deck, then it's my collab with Kosizi, which is one of my really good friends, and me and him had a podcast together called The World Around Shoes. But he had to move back to New York because of COVID and losing family to COVID, and he just felt like that's where he needed to be, and I agreed. So that's why we stopped doing that podcast, but we both was getting busy. He does a lot of humanitarian work. And so I'm going to do a collab with him and for the proceeds to go to his Kicking It Foundation. Yes, Devon is a great page, man. A great dude too, man. Bro, like I said, I love to see people doing like what he's doing. I think he was made to do that. Like, you see people doing dope stuff. Any clothes dropping next weekend? I don't know. Military compliant boots. Well, the Tahoes are military compliant. The all black ones with the black sole. I know I could get away with wearing those in the Coast Guard. Yeah, so I said that, and then I'm gonna do one, and then with Juanito. The money creams are here. The money creams are going. So the money creams are gonna drop the weekend before Christmas, so you guys will be able to wear those on Christmas, since they kind of look like they could roll for Christmas because they green and they have the red laces. They're green and cream and red laces, you know. And the box. Matter of fact, do y'all want to see me? Do y'all want to see it? Do y'all want to see the money cream packaging? I mean, like, I think y'all saw it though. And I hope all of that shit is in there. I have a long day at work here tomorrow, y'all. One, this Instagram live is not for no updates, none of that. So I'm not answering any of those questions. So please respect what Instagram live is. It's about real questions. If you guys want to know what's coming out, or if you want advice on being a business, that's what my Instagram live is about. Do not nag me or aggravate me or bug me about emails, updates, or any of that stuff. Respect when I give this time. I've already been on here for over 2 hours and trying to answer questions and giving knowledge. That's what this is about. And do not email the fulfillment center for a fucking update. They're not going to give it to you. I let them know, do not answer any emails asking for an update. If you want to update, go on my Instagram page and look at all of the updates. I put them up. If you don't read them, that's your fault. I don't repost my lives, man. I don't repost my lives because if you're not here, you missed out. The blue camo hoodies are in production. There's also some new of those the cargo pocket pants that I think they'll be here tomorrow or Tuesday. The samples to show you guys and see if you like them. I did some dope shit with them. We'll see. And Lucy's were a members only release and they already dropped and those are almost done too. What's a Jackson Reed? Oh, the military jacket. Let me see. Would you refinance your home right now and add equity and expanding it? I own my house, so there's no refinancing. I own it. I'm a deed holder. Like I paid it off. So I would not refinance it. I could sell it and make more money than I paid for it right now, but I'm not selling this house. This house will be worth over $1 million in the way this market is going. I say in the next 5 years, this house will be worth $1 million. So it's a 5-bedroom house. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 bathrooms. And we have an in-law suite. So yeah. Sia steel toes. Do the winter jackets that you plan on dropping have fur around the collar. I do have jackets here that we're gonna drop probably next weekend. We do have the fur around the collar, yes. And it's real fur. I don't do fake fur. I don't like fake fur. That shit makes me itch. New York City pop-up. It will be something in New York. 2 things will be happening in New York. I just want this COVID shit to be over. I don't really want to travel a lot with this COVID. Plus, I want this shit to be special, right? Like me and Cool and Key, we plan on doing a pack release. What one pack would be his shoe. I mean, not one pack. One pair out of the pack would be one of his shoes, and the other pair will be one of my shoes. A Chicago pop up. I don't know, man. Chicago's crazy. Y'all gotta chill out. A Letterman for the spring. I don't know. We got Lettermans. We just dropped our Lettermans and people pre-ordered them. I don't know. What's a spring Letterman? Like a lightweight wool one? I might do something like that. A Bay Area pop-up. On 420, I'm gonna do I plan on doing a pop-up this 420 with my homie Tucky Blunts, who owns Blunts and More. And we're gonna drop a shoe on some 420 shit. You know, why wouldn't we do like a 420 Sia skate shoe that already has a weed pocket? It's not really a weed pocket, but if you smoke weed, it's a weed pocket. I don't really smoke weed. I dabble from time to time. I prefer edibles. Edibles is my thing. I don't like the choke and I don't like the cough, right? Pause. I'd rather just hit that shit, hit my bloodstream and fuck it. If you gonna stay with me for a day, let the high times roll, baby. Cause I'm gonna be high for a day. You know how edibles is. You never know. Them shits be in your system. It's like partying with a drunk white girl. Yeah, man. I don't know. Chicago, man. You gotta, I gotta hire armed security in Chicago, bro. I mean, I didn't even see your question. You said sorry if you answered. You gotta write your question again. Let me see. Here we go. How can up-and-coming custom designers do work and get out there without help or celebrities basically branding us? You got to do the work. I didn't get out here through celebrities. I got out here through hard work. Like, I made a name for myself. I was one of the dopest, if not the dopest customizer and most original one in the game. Like, when I was doing what I was doing. I was telling stories. I was bringing themes. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll probably do a Chicago pop-up. But definitely you have to put the work in. See, the thing is, a lot of people want all of the glamour, glitz, and all whatever that shit is, but they don't want to put the work in. I didn't fucking get here overnight. I've been on Instagram since, when did Instagram start? I don't even know. I wasn't on it when it started. I came on late. Not late, but like So when I was in New York, I had an Instagram. Was it 2012? Maybe 2012? Maybe 2012, right? I think 2012 is when I got on Instagram, and I was just literally customizing every day. I would show a new custom every day, right? And I built my Instagram page off of just being a customizer. And then after a while, a lot of people was seeing something different in me that I didn't even see in myself at the time, right? A lot of people was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, when people would say it, I took offense to it. It was like, yo, why are you wasting your time making Jordans? Make your own shoe. That's what niggas would say, right? And I thought that they was like, I always took it like offensive, right? I don't even know why. But like a lot of people was like, yo, you should make your own shoes. Why are you making that shit fly? And it's crazy because at the time I didn't really like, I thought it was like you was throwing shade. But I'm glad that those people said that because it made me start thinking like, well, yeah, why am I? Because I didn't think that you could do this shit, right? I didn't think that you could literally make your own shoe and people would buy it. Like, I didn't think that shit was real, right? Like, when I went to fit them, the first thing they asked me was like, what do I want to do when I graduate? I said, I want to work for Nike. Literally. Yes, we're going to have more track pants coming. Literally, I said, yo, I want to work for Nike. And I'm going to tell you, after 5 months of being in